Hey guys, thanks for stopping by my channel. Look what I just got in the mail today. It's the Kalour 300 piece colored pencil set. Now, I did say I wasn't going to get these because I do have the 240 set already and I don't really use them, pretty much not at all. I wasn't so crazy for them, and even though I do see a lot of people do like the set a lot. And it was about a year ago that I reviewed them on my channel, and I was kind of new to YouTube and also still pretty new to coloring. So it's been a year since then, and I thought I'd revisit this set and see if my opinion has changed, and plus I really want to see what the new colors are going to be. And I thought you guys would want to see what the new colors would be too. So I kind of used you guys as my scapegoat to buy this new set. And I found them for a pretty good price. I found them for like $45.99, I think, from this new website that I had never heard of, but I had been seeing lots of advertisements for it, and it's called Temu. And I found them for cheaper than Amazon, like about $10 cheaper than Amazon, because I was a new user, so I got a 30% off coupon. This is the packaging that it came in. I opened them up already because I didn't think I really needed to unbox them, because I had an unboxing of the 240 set and it's pretty much the same thing. It came with foam on top. It did come a little bit banged up, but it came in this Kalour box, and this part was opened already, but hopefully they're not too messed up. I did already take a peek at them before I started this video, so you can see here it is. Ugh. Hopefully I even be able to get most of this in frame here, because my camera arm can only go up so high. But this is the tin. It looks very similar in style. It doesn't look anything at all like this. Is the lid to the 240 tin, but I mean, it still says premium colored, soft touch, premium, expert, all the same advertising and wording, looks like, except for this has a picture of a train and some trees. Very pretty. They always have very pretty tins, Kalour. And let's see, what else does it look like on the side? And it has a picture of all their other products pictured on the side. The back just says Kalour range is perfect for the aspiring leisure and professional artists. Kalour brand, vast in a variety of coloring, soft core lead with highly pigmented 300 unique vibrant colors, no duplicates. Now what I will say is, when I did swatch the 240 set, I did find that a lot of the colors were really, really close colors. That's kind of why I wasn't really too into them. But this does have 60 more colors in it. So we'll see. Oops. That's really why I wanted to get these, because I wanted to see what the new colors were, and see if I like them better than I did the last time I reviewed them. I could say, like, Crystal, why don't you just pull them out, your 240 set out, and try them out and see if you like them better. I could do that too, but, you know, since these have the extra colors, I wanted to unbox them in with you guys again and see what the whole set looks like. So I will say, this swatch card that they sent with the box, it is like the same as the 240 sets, except this is more of a cardstock. Their sets have been having like the nice cardstock swatch charts. I have the 50 pastels I got from them. I have a video on that, and they're doing nicer swatch chart cards lately in their newer sets, so that's really cool. I was also kind of interested to see if they had any of the same mistakes as the 240 set. I don't really remember exactly, but I know I did a video after I did my first initial 240 set review, kind of, but I remember, I think it was like the metallic pink and the metallic ochre. There was something funny with those two, and I remember that they were messed up in my 180 Brute Funner set as well. So that's kind of what led me to believe that these are made by the same factory as Brute Funner. So I want to check that out. You can see here, these are the new colors. I looked at the tin lid of the old 240 set to see. It looks like they're all the same colors up through 240 on the lids. I think that all the new colors are going to be from 241 through 300. But we'll see for sure when we swatch them out. I'm kind of not sure if I want to swatch them out on this chart, because they do put them in the numerical order on the chart, but in the box they kind of seems like they put them in a color order. So I'm not really sure what I'm going to do yet, but we do have to sharpen them. I gotta sharpen 300 pencils, so I don't know when this video is going to actually come out, so I'm probably gonna have to spend a couple of days sharpening them and organizing them if I don't put them, even if I do decide to put them in this numerical order and swatch them on here, or if I decide to swatch them on a regular swatch sheet in kind of color order. I'm not really too I don't really care too much anymore about color order if my pencils are in color order, but for this biggest set, maybe I am. I don't know. So the jury's still out on that one. I'm going to do exactly. But let's take a look at each tray and see how many trays there are and how they have them set up. So I guess we'll take a look at the pencil. I think they're the same. They look the same as the 240. Let me get my 240 set out. I have them, my 240s in this case already. And I do have them, I did try and put them in color, the 240 set in color order. So maybe I might try and follow what I have here. And I do have the numbers written on here so I could figure out where to put them after I take them out, which even though I don't ever actually use them, so it kind of was like a waste of time for me to go through and organize these so well, but maybe it'll be helpful to me now. So oh yeah, I wanted to see what they look like if they were the same. So let's take the white and a white from each set. Yeah, they look exactly the same. It's the same. Everything's the same. So, I was actually, like somebody had mentioned in one of the comments in my community tab, when I had, I was telling you guys that I went and bought this 300 set. A lot of people are buying the 240 set recently. I've noticed a lot of people on social media, and even people have been watching my 240 review video a lot lately. And I think people might be, if you're just buying the 240 set and then you see that, oh, now they got a 300 set, even though that did come out about a year ago, people aren't going to want to buy this 300 set after they just bought a 240 set. I mean, it's kind of too many pencils for most people, I would think. But it would have been nice, I think, if Kalour would have come out with like an auxiliary set, like a 60 set, like a separate 60 set, so people could add it to their 240 set. I think that would have been a nice idea, but what are you going to do? So we're going to start off with the first tray. So see, we got one tray. This looks like it has all the yellows and the bright greens into the maybe fleshy skin tones, into the pink skin tones. Pinks into the bright pinks. Oh, my hair is in there already. Hope that was my hair, not somebody else from the factory's hair. Probably is my hair. And then some pinks into the bright, what are these, fluorescent colors, to the reds, purplish reds. And we got a whole bunch of blues into the violets, ultramarine type colors. And we got a whole tray of greens. And then there's a whole tray of purples. Oh, I was supposed to be counting these, right? I already forgot. Let's see, how many do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 trays so far. Here's number 6. This looks like all the earthy tones, some metallics. That number 7. And then here's some sort of weird mishmash of more, maybe like muted colors, I guess. And then here's some more dark muted tones. Looks like some grays in there. Oh, I forgot what I was counting. Is that 8? Maybe. And then this is like some kind of weird, another mishmash of different colors. So, this one's got one broken one, ice gray. This is like another, a couple of broken ones. So, 2 broken ones. This one's kind of broken too. So hopefully these will be okay once we sharpen them. This is a really mix up of colors. I don't know what these colors, I guess since they're extra 60 colors, they're not going to be exact to the first 140. Look in color order, I guess. Dusty chocolate. That sounds interesting. That would be a nice skin color. Oh, another broken one. Let's see how many broken ones we got here. So I got 4 broken ones, but can't really, these, because they have the caps covered, you can't really tell if they're crooked or not. So, and these are 3.3 milliliter lead, so that's a little bit on the slim side for me personally. I like a little bit thicker lead because these thinner ones kind of hurt my hands. But I think I could just get a pencil grip and put it on. You know, that's kind of a pain. Then you got to switch it around every time you change colors. But okay, so that's all the trays. Let's see. Let's count again because I already lost count. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So 10 trays we're going to swatch out next. So, and then we'll come back and talk about them and see if maybe I'll color a picture with them. And I'll give you guys some updated thoughts on these pencils and see if my mind has been changed in the year since I reviewed the 240 set. So stay tuned. right, we're back. So that was 300 pencils. You guys just watched me swatch. That was a lot of pencils. And I will say, after swatching them out and coloring, doing a little bit of coloring with them, my opinion on them, I would say, is pretty much the same as it was a year ago when I first tried them out. Not to say there's nothing wrong with them, but I just think that they're fine. I would put them on par with like a Castle Art or an Arteza, or I thought they seemed very much similar to the Brute Funners that just have the numbers with no names. I do like them better than a Castle Art pencil, but that's just my personal opinion. I don't really care for Castle Art pencils all that much. I do like the Artezas. I think they're kind of like in line with those quality wise. So I did have a couple of pencil issues over when I was coloring. This one, this Dusty Flesh 243, as you can see, it's very short compared to this one. I think the core inside is broken, probably, I'm assuming during transport it must have gotten damaged. It's one of the newer colors. The last two trays in the tin, those were all the new colors. So that last tray was all messed up and like all jumbled up. I don't think this was in the last tray, but I think it was in the tray before it. So my tin was dented, so I think it must have gotten damaged in shipping. So yeah, so this one's kind of not usable. Kind of a bummer because it's one of the new colors, and I do really like this color. It's this color here, Dusky Flesh. A good one for skin. I tried sharpening with my electric sharpener, as well as just my handheld little metal comb sharpener, and I think it's broken all the way down through to the core. And then this one, it's missing. The paint's missing. It looked like it didn't get stamped all the way. It's like you can very faintly see what it's supposed to be. It has the Kalour over here and the number. And the color name, it's Pink Macaroon. And it's number 247. It's this color over here. You can tell that that's kind of like a factory mistake. So I did put them in some kind of order. I tried kind of to put them into color family-esque order. I was just looking at them at the cores and the barrels, basically, just to kind of put them in order. And so I have the yellows into the pinks, into the reds, into the browns. Then I went from the browns to the kind of the more muted greens, into the brighter greens, into the bluish greens, into the blues, into the blue violets, and then to more purples. And then kind of at the end, I kind of just gave up and just did some lighter grays into the darker grays. And then I put the metallics at the end and the neons at the end. I did find that one mistake that they had in the other 240 set. The metallic ochre. It looks like they corrected that mistake. In the 240 set, they had the metallic ochre with the metallic pink core inside of it. So that's good. And another thing I was wondering too, if you guys have gotten the 240 set recently, did your set come with the swatch sheet, like a card like this, or was it paper? Because, you know, the one that I have is paper, but I know since they have all these new sets out, they have the card stock ones. So I was wondering if maybe they had updated their 240 set as well, or their older sets as well, with the newer card charts. So I did swatch out all the new colors onto this chart, though, just so I thought you guys would like to see them all together, because I did kind of disperse them into kind of color family into my own chart here. So it's kind of hard to tell which ones are the new ones and which ones are not the new ones. So these are all the new ones. A lot of new flesh tone colors, which I do like that a lot. Some purples, greens. I didn't really think this set really needed any more greens because it is majority a lot of greens. I think they have more greens in the set than anything else. Like I would say at least 20 to 25% of the set is some kind of green, which is good, I guess, if you like to color leaves and plants and things like that. So well, let's take a look at the page I started coloring. I didn't finish, but I did most of it. I did enjoy using them a little bit more than I did last year when I colored a page with these. They do layer nicely. As for like kind of blending together, like as you would a Prismacolor, not so much, but kind of. I guess if you put like a lot of pressure, I was kind of trying to do that a little bit in this hot cocoa mug here. I put like a lighter and a darker color. And when I pressed really, really hard, they kind of blended together. That was another reason why I was kind of disappointed in these last year, is because I didn't really understand about layering and blending so much. These are advertised as a wax pencil, so to me, in my mind, I thought it was going to be like a Prismacolor, how Prismacolors blend together. I've since learned nothing is really like a Prismacolor. I've yet to find any pencil like a Prismacolor. Maybe closest one, I would say maybe a Chromaflow is kind of similar. So that's kind of was a little bit more of my disappointment in them last year, but now that I understand a little bit better, that's not always the case. It could be a harder wax. These aren't as hard as a Black Widow. These are a little bit soft on the softer side, but they're not going to blend like a Prismacolor would blend. So that was kind of my expectations back then, I think. Like if you told me something was wax, that's what I expected. But other than that, like I said, they're perfectly fine pencils if you want to try them out. I would kind of go for, they have smaller sets of these now. I think at the time when I bought them last year, they only had a 240 set, but now they have 72 and 120 sets available. And I think they're on sale right now as I'm filming this. I'm filming this around Black Friday, Cyber Monday time. So maybe when I put this out, they'll still be on sale. If you want to try them out and see for yourself if you would like a whole big set of 240 or 300, the 72 set is on sale for like $16.99, which is pretty good price for these. I think that's a very good price for a 72 set of nice budget pencils. And then see if you like them, and then maybe go for the 240 or the 300 set. Now, if I had to choose between 240 and 300, I would go for the 300 because I think it's about $10 more, at least at this time on Amazon. Or you can check out that Temu website if you want to go that route. I'll leave the link for Temu. I definitely wouldn't advise to buy them from AliExpress because they're like totally way overpriced on AliExpress, I think. I'm assuming just because it's such a heavy set of pencils, I'm sure the shipping and all the duties and whatever you have to pay for those is a factor in that. But, or if you want them tomorrow, order them from Amazon. I think they're $55.99, which is not really a bad price at all for a 300 set of pencils. I am going to try and use these more though, since now I have 540 of these pencils. So I am going to try and use them a little bit more. My coloring, I'm going to give them a turn every once in a while. And let me know if you guys have these pencils, how you like them. I know I see a lot of people rave about these pencils, and I don't know, for me, I don't see what's the big hype about them, but that's just me. That's just my opinion. I think they're just an average set of pencils. Let me know what you guys think about them. If you have them, do you use them a lot, or are you thinking about getting them? And whatever else you guys want to leave me a comment about. I do love to read the comments. I love to read my comments. I love to read other people's comments that are not even on my video. I think I'm like that little meme. I'm just here for the comments. So I do hope you guys all have a really great day. Happy coloring, and I'll see you guys next time.